Down syndrome, autism, and intellectual disabilities. Maybe neighbor or friend. They've been on the waiting list for years. And what I want to assure all the members of the 708 board is that depending upon how the funding is allocated, and that will be by the jurisdiction of that board, that appointed board, and I'm no expert with this, but what my understanding is that currently the state of Illinois says that individuals who have a 70 IQ or lower meet this criteria. And I know that there is a suggestion and a push, and one that I think needs to be carefully considered, is to take a look at the federal standard, which would raise that bar to include those individuals who have both mental illness as well as developmental disabilities. Next slide. And here we go. These are the state regulations. Once you hit 22, you're done in the state of Illinois. Most of you who are born with disabilities would be able to be registered with this. Most are mentally disabled, mentally as well as physically disabled. And one of the biggest things that our needs for is for speech pathology. Many do not have the ability to care for themselves, and they need our support. Here we are, 80% of you, and 100% of you here in the audience know somebody who's got a developmental disability. 100% of us. I'm singing to the choir, I know, but the choir is going to have a mighty voice going out to sing it to other people that you may know. How can we help? 10,000 people, it's a mighty group, have developmental disabilities who need lifelong help. Now, because of advancement in medicine and in care, we are all living a longer life. And many of these residents who may previously have died early on are now approaching retirement. And just like all of us, they want to have a wonderful rocking chair with lots of good music in the background and having a good time. Another 10,000 people need less intensive care, and 1,000 Kane County residents have been on statewide lists for over 10 years, and the number will never, ever, ever, ever go down. It's there. It's stuck. Said about 16,000 students, and most of them are going to age out of these programs. And what do you do with transportation? What do you do if mom and dad have to work? What do you do with a life? And don't let it sit in front of the TV set. Next slide, please. So the care is housing. We need a great deal of housing here to support our individuals, especially since the larger institutions are being shut down, or in the process of being shut down. My daughter lives in St. Charles. I live in St. Charles. I'm really happy that she lives in St. Charles. I'm happy that I can go see her. I'm happy I can go see my grandchildren. My son is in college and he wants to explore the world. And I said, oh, that's fine. You're coming back home. Because when you get married and settle down, I want to be able to get to you. We all feel that way. I don't think there's a mom or dad here that doesn't feel that way. Respite care is important. Transportation needs are important. We want people to be able to have independent lives. We want them to be able to get on a bus. We want them to be self-sufficient. We want them to be us, to be everything we can do and have their dreams and be able to accomplish them and not be always dependent upon mom and dad. Occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and assistive technology. The assistive technology part is only going to get better as computer technology becomes much more sophisticated. And that's something that we want to invest in. Next slide, please. So how can you help? Well, you can get your petition. We have enough petitions right now to put it on the ballot, but I would like to have more. It would be nice to have almost every resident in Kane County sign this petition. It'd be nice to send it to the county board with our mandate. Circulate a petition at your office. Next time you go to a PTO meeting, next time you go to your garden club, next time you guys go play poker. Watch a Bears game, bring a petition. You say, go Bears. But mostly, the most important thing you can do, because it is going to be on the ballot, is make sure you vote yes. You vote yes because you know that that neighbor of yours, that cousin, that child, that baby yet to be born, will have every opportunity they can to be the most successful person they can be. And all it takes is $1 a week from your entire family, not just individually, for your entire family. Talked about the puns list. Remember we talked about the aging parents? 2,000 of them are seniors caring for children at home. 2,500 people receiving less intensive care who are at home. And what is the most important thing for me is this. By having such a referendum, Kane County will take a leadership role in developing housing for people with developmental disabilities, supports for people who have mental illness, and awareness that we are all not alike, but we are all treasured. We're looking at having approximately 400 jobs. So this is job creation, not job wasting. 400 jobs created if we pass this referendum. And that's direct service jobs. That is not the auxiliary jobs of builders, additional supports for lumber, carpenters, etc., who are going to be building the valid housing we need. So there is definitely going to be a spin-off, and we're going to see, I truly believe, an economic bump through Kane County by having this. It would cost $55. I did an estimate of 52, round up a little bit, throw in an extra quarter. Here's the group of not-for-profits who are currently serving individuals with developmental disabilities. All of these institutions will be benefiting from the proceeds of this referendum. I'm sure you are familiar with probably 75% of them, if not all of them. And the way it would work is that once the money is allocated to this board, the Developmental Disabled Board, then through criteria, very much like a granting program, there'd be assessed needs, evaluation, and money would be dispersed out. All money would be held accountable, all work would be done, and it would be done on an annual basis. So this is the way it would work. 14 other Illinois counties have this, and all of them are successful with it. Kane County, as you know, is lacking many services that we have. Our 708 boards, they know they're not fully funded. They need our help. And certainly the little bit of money, the 15% average that the 708 boards give to supporting people with developmental disabilities, the agencies, hardly even fills the bucket. And they're doing everything they can to help. And that's only for half of our county, not for the full county. So this is a county-wide initiative, and check out our website, and thank you very much.